The document window is where you will create your artwork. Let's take a look at some of the elements that comprise it. Well, first of all, we have this thing in the middle. This is our artboard, and this is where we create our printable artwork. Now, on the sides, you have an area called the pasteboard where you can just store things. For example, I'll put these stars over here. And if I'm going to do a logo and I want to bring these in later on, they can stay there and they won't print. When I'm ready for them, just bring them in. One of the things you have to remember about Illustrator is you can place things where they belong when you need to. You don't have to draw everything on the object. So if you're drawing a character's face, feel free to draw the nose over here and the mouth down here, and then assemble the character over here. Now, over here we have our tab, and it tells us the name of the window. Currently it says Untitled because I have not yet saved this document. I can also see my zoom level and the color mode. I'm in CMYK right now, and I'm in preview. What preview means is, let me go ahead and bring this star in. I'll give it a color. Preview means this is what it's going to look like when it prints. I can also go to the view menu and choose outline mode just to see the outlines of my objects. I'll put that back for now, and we'll talk more about preview and outline later on. Down here we have our zoom level, and as you can see, we can zoom into an object up to 6400%, and we can zoom out up to 3.13%. We can also choose to fit things on screen. So once again, I'll bring this star out, and I'm going to grab my zoom tool, and I'm going to zoom in quite a bit like so. And as you can see, I'm at 6400%. So I can click on this little arrow. Let me grab this guy here, and I can say fit on screen. Or I can choose another zoom level. So when you zoom out too much, just go back to fit on screen. Next to this guy, we have our artboard navigator. So when you have more than one artboard, you can choose it from this little list here. Currently, I only have one, which is why it says one here. And I will talk about how to create additional artboards elsewhere in this tutorial. Over here we have something called the status line, and we can choose different things here by going to this little arrow. As you can see, it says show, current tool, and it says selection tool. Let me choose a different tool. Now it says direct selection tool. Now for those of you who are brand new to Illustrator, this is a great way to be reminded as to which tool you currently have selected. Likewise, you can simply hover your mouse over the name of the tool like so, and you'll see a name under the little tooltip. So we have direct selection tool, type tool, and so on. And of course, if we click on the type tool, it tells us down here that we have the type tool. We can also see some other things. So we can see the artboard name. If we name our artboards, we can see the date and time, the number of undos, and the document color profile. Next to the status line, we have scroll bars. So you can click and drag and move around inside your document. And you can do this one here as well. Living on top of our document window, we have a couple of things. Well, first of all, we have the ability to quickly switch between different workspaces. I'll talk more about this later on as well. And sometimes this changes up here to reflect the tool you have selected. So as you can see, with my selection tool, I have the ability to change certain things. And when I click on the type tool, you'll notice that I'll be able to change my type. So when I click, it says character and paragraph now. So the bar up here changes to reflect some of the tools and the functionalities that you can access right from here. So it's a very handy way of working. We also have the ability to click right here, and this will help us to arrange our document. So we can click here and tile things horizontally, vertically, and in a grid. If you have the Adobe Bridge open on your computer, you can go to the bridge by clicking this button. And new to Illustrator, we have something called CS Live, which allows you to work with other people. So you can really sign in and work and collaborate with other people on different projects. So you can review things, you can write notes, so on. And that is the document window inside of Adobe Illustrator.